Hey guys, Adam from realworldworship.org here, and I'm just going to run a few drive pedals. So on the pedal board here I have my Cali76, and I'm actually going to turn that off. I might turn it on later just for comparison, because the Cali can definitely be sort of a clean boost. But I'm going to turn it off just so you can hear the drive pedals. I have on the far right there the 50/50 Overdrive. It's a collaboration from Pelican NoiseWorks, who up to now has just made fuzz pedals. They make the Pelotar and the Half Horse, which are both excellent fuzz pedals. Next to that is the D&M Drive from Keeley. Of course, D&M stands for Dan and Mick from That Pedal Show, which might be the best thing going on YouTube for gear stuff. Although 60 Cycle Hum, who does, they collaborated with Pelican NoiseWorks on the 50/50. They do a podcast and a lot of YouTube content, some really great demos. And then over on the far right, where my chorus pedal is, I put the PCE Aluminum Falcon, which is a 1-to-1 clone. And this one's been modded. I don't know. The guy claims that there's special diodes or whatever. It sounds really good. I bought this just after playing a real clone on my friend's board, and I think it sounds really darn good. So mainly I want to compare the two orange pedals, the 50/50 and the D&M. The 50/50 is a DoD 250 style overdrive, and the left channel with the black knobs is asymmetrical clipping, and the white channel with the right knobs is symmetrical clipping. I believe that's correct. And then on the D&M Drive, if I have this correct, the boost side is a King of Tone, and the drive side, which is the left side with the black knobs, is a Tube Screamer. And both of them have been modified to Dan and Mick's specifications, but Mick loves the Tube Screamer and Dan loves the King of Tone. So that's what I'm demoing. Basically, I've got a lot of different circuits on this board. So that's my clean tone Telecaster in neck position or bridge position into the Benson Monarch. You can see the cab for the Benson Monarch on the right of the screen there. And so let's hear some different sounds. Side of the 50/50. Now I had the gain super low because I was comparing the left side of the 50/50 with the boost, or what I believe is the King of Tone side of the D&M. So let's hear that again. This is the 50/50. And then here's the boost side. I kind of tried to set the gain low on the 50/50 side to match this sound here. So the 50/50 just breaks up a lot more. It's obviously a dirtier circuit, and there's more gain on tap. It's not quite as clear, as clean as the boost side. Let's try the drive side here. drive side on the D&M, I have the gain at like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. It is low gain. I'm gonna crank the gain up a bit and see what happens. Turn the volume down a little bit. Gain all the way off. So listening to the D&M, I think the D&M, both sides of the D&M have more clarity than the 50/50. That's neither good nor bad. That's just how they're designed. I really like the boost side of the D&M a lot. And I don't particularly like the drive side. I can see a lot of people who would want the drive side. If this is your only overdrive pedal and you want two different things, the D&M's better. Because the 50/50 is just the same circuit. One has symmetrical and one has asymmetrical clipping. And you can pick which side you like better at lower gain versus high gain, and you can still have like a high and a low gain setting. But they're the same thing. There really isn't a huge difference in the clipping unless you have the gain cranked. And even then, I don't think it's a huge difference. Where the D&M is very different circuits. I do not like the tube screamer in it. I could see people that would. It's too high gain, it's too bright. I do not like it, Sam I am. Let's click over here, and I have the Aluminum Falcon Clone. That's with no gain. That's super clear. I'm going to put it to the mythical diodes, because this switch here takes the diodes out of it and just becomes kind of a clean boost. But I'm going to put the mythical diodes in, turn the gain up a little bit, volume down accordingly. Compare that with the boost or the King of Tone side. I would say that the Klon style circuit versus the boost or the King of Tone bluesbreaker style circuit, they're equally good. There's neither good nor bad. It's just how you prefer it. Whether you like spicy or Dijon mustard or regular yellow mustard, it's all mustard, right? It's all good. It's just your preference. Do you like chocolate or strawberry? I mean, it's all ice cream, man. And essentially, that's what, at the end of the day, these are just 4 different noise-making circuits, but they're not so different. Like if I only had one of these pedals, or even within the double ones, if I only had one of the sides of them, I could make it work. I play 100% in church. I could make any of these work for church. I could make any of these work for just about any gig. I think if I needed something really high gain, I'd have a harder time maybe with the Klon or the boost, but definitely with the drive or the tube screamer side, and the 50/50 as well. I could pretty much play anything, and I think they all sound really great. This is, by the way, a comparison. This is the Cali76 compressor. So yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with any of them. I think they're very different. Like I said, I don't like that drive, or that tube screamer side on the D&M. The boost side I love, and it makes me want a King of Tone again. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So You know, it really just comes down to personal preference. I think they're all great pedals. Even though I do not like the drive side on the D&M, I could dial this in to make it work for me. I don't hate it. I just don't love it. In fact, I kind of don't like it, but it's not horrible. Like, I could get really good sounds if I needed them. They just wouldn't be my preference, but people would probably go, "Oh, that was good sound," you know. So I'm gonna try both the D&M circuits on at the same time. Now that's with the drive first and the boost second. Let me flip it. You know what's funny about that? Is I like that better with the boost first, and you wouldn't think, because when you put whatever's last is gonna be the bigger affecting on like the EQ and stuff. And I like it way better with the boost first. All right, let's try the two 50-50 circuits together. And you cannot select order on these. This is just the way that Pelican NoiseWorks thinks it works best. I think it sounds fantastic together. I used it Sunday on one of the songs, and it was just, the only thing on was the compressor and the two sides of the 50-50 at the same time, and it just had a fantastic sound. I was just kind of picking like this, you know. And it just sounded awesome. Fit in with the mix. It didn't get too much in the mix. It was nice, sat there real well. So I like I said, like all these pedals, they're very different. And you know, I think when you go around like, hey, what's the best pedal for this? Like, the truth is, there's no good answer for that. There's just what works for how you're playing, and you know, whatever floats your boat, man.